Hey guys, what's up? It's Biscuit Boo Horror Reviews, and I'm here with a Blu-ray DVD collection update, as well as just some extra random crap because I need to produce content, but my brain will not allow me to do things. So let's just get started with the Blu-rays and the DVDs. Move the worm baby out of the way. One of the first things I got here is the Stray Cat Rock collection from Arrow Video on Blu-ray. This is a set consisting of the entire Stray Cat Rock series, which are 5 girl gang exploitation films from Japan from the 70s, starring Meiko Kaji, who is probably most well known for her performance as Lady Snowblood. The director of Lady Snowblood directed 2 of these 5 films, and she's also really well known for her performance in the Female Prisoner Scorpion series, which Arrow Video also did a very nice Blu-ray box set of. This one's a bit of a minor box set. It has more movies than Female Prisoner Scorpion, but they're just kind of all crammed onto these discs. Not that this is an inferior series to compared to Female Prisoner Scorpion, but it's kind of an okay series. I watched most of these films on Amazon Prime a couple years ago, so I really don't remember much about them, and I don't feel super compelled to rewatch them. However, I remember the series being pretty good, and the only one I didn't see is the last film in the series, which is directed by the guy who did Female Prisoner Scorpion, not Female Prisoner Scorpion, what was I saying? Directed by the guy who did Lady Snowblood, Beat 71, which is alright. I've watched it today. There's a really cool shootout scene at the end of the film, in a Wild West kind of film set that's kind of cool. I don't know how it compares to the rest of the films in the series, which I've all given 8s and 7s out of 10s for the ratings, so I can't say much. I did rewatch the first one today, and yeah, the first one holds up. It's a pretty fun little film. It's not anything super amazing. It's a bit trashy. It's got a pretty disturbing torture sequence where a woman is tortured with a blowtorch, which is, definitely pretty nasty, although not anywhere near as bad as the shit that goes on in Female Prisoner Scorpion. But still, we got the Stray Cat Rock Blu-ray, which is very quality. The restorations are very nice on those. Next, we have a Blu-ray that I've been hyped for forever because I never thought this would get a Blu-ray release. I'm talking about the Untold Story. This is a film by Herman Yao, starring Anthony Wong, and it is a weird mix of dark comedy as well as a mystery kind of crime thriller, basically about a guy who runs a restaurant, and the owners of the restaurant have mysteriously disappeared, and they're trying to figure out what happened to the family, as well as why there are bits of people washing up on the shores of the nearby ocean, or the nearby beach, I should say. Apparently this is based on a true story, although I can't find any real basis to that, which, not that that ruins this film or anything, but that's still an interesting factor to talk about. The Untold Story is a film that I really, really like. I had a bootleg of it for the longest time. This one looks amazing in HD, and I'm really hoping somebody gets their hands on Ebola Syndrome, because I have the old DVD of that one, and that one is definitely more of an exploitive film than this, and the comedic elements of that film work better than the comedic elements in this, which, the comedic elements are just introduced by these cop characters who are all the comedic relief, and it's basically the Hong Kong equivalent of Police Academy. It's funny, but it's not it doesn't blend with the horror elements, at all. But yeah, this is a pretty gruesome little film. Definitely not for the faint of heart. However, it's really cool that this has a Blu-ray release from Unearthed Films under their new line of Unearthed Classics, which I think is a very, very cool sub-label to do, because there are plenty of movies like these, plenty of Category 3 films that do not have releases in the US that desperately, desperately need them. So yeah, The Untold Story. We got The Hunger, which is a vampire film that I watched somewhat recently. It's a erotic vampire film that like came out in the 80s. Nobody really saw it or liked it. It got critically beat down. And yeah, nobody really cared about it. And then it kind of found traction within the goth subculture in like the mid 80s to early 90s, and it gained a bit of a cult following. It's a film I'd been meaning to see for a very long time, based on a novel by I think Peter Schreiber, or Whitley. Where am I getting Peter from? Whitley Schreiber, who is a guy who claims to have been abducted by aliens. There is a novel he wrote that is about his experiences of being abducted by aliens, which was also turned into a film starring Christopher Walken. This guy also wrote the novel that The Wolfen is based on. So this guy has like a pretty big repertoire of literature, and I didn't know that this film was based on a novel, but now that I know, I'm mildly interested in reading it. But yeah, this is a super stylish, kind of sexy, erotic vampire title. There's some really cool bits in here that are like just things that I never thought about when it comes to vampire mythos and vampire lore. I never thought to myself, hey, that is actually really fucking wild. That's actually really messed up. That's actually like a pretty clever way to go about this old, cliche that you find within vampire films. So, I'm more than happy to have it on Blu-ray. This is a very bare bones Blu-ray. It's got a commentary with the director and Susan Sarandon. Also, this film has David Bowie in it. So yeah, if you want to see David Bowie as a sexy vampire, this is it. It's a quality title. Next, we got one that's probably not the most fun movie. It's Black Metal Veins. Maybe I should just put it like this. Yeah, there we go. That works. Yeah, Black Metal Veins. This is the Blu-ray release of it from Unearthed Films, which is out of print. The current DVD is available from like Black Lava Entertainment, which I don't know if I'd recommend, buying it. However, this is a documentary film. Well, it's a mockumentary because it's been revealed in recent years that elements of this film are faked. However, it's mostly a documentary about a black metal band that is addicted to heroin, and it's basically just about their lives and what they do and how they go about their daily lives. It's a very disturbing, uncomfortable, upsetting documentary. It's also a very good documentary. Surprisingly enough, this is directed by Lucifer Valentine, who is a director that I have very, very negative opinions on, and this is the only movie from him that I would call watchable. Even then, this film is still kind of morally apprehensible because if indeed, if one of the things that happens in the film did really happen on film, it's kind of shitty to sell that as a film, as part of a film. And if it didn't, well, it's still kind of shitty to imply that you would be willing to do that. However, yeah, Black Metal Veins, this is out of print. I grabbed it off of Amazon. It was the last copy that they had, and now the only copy of this film that is on Amazon available to purchase immediately is $75. So, well, you can get the DVD as well, but I decided to go for the Blu-ray, which, yeah. Haven't watched this one in a while, but I remember it being very not fun. Unearthed Films, the home of not fun things, should be their fucking, company fucking motto. We've also got just a couple of weird knickknacks and things that I've purchased. This, which, might be a little hard to make out, but this is an acrylic, or not acrylic, it's an epoxy hand that's used to hold things. I use it to hold my Changeling bouncy ball. But my Changeling rubber ball. But it's made out of epoxy and real milk and fruity pebbles. I just think that that's infinitely fascinating. I got this off Etsy. I just thought it was really cool. It looks cool as hell. And yeah, this is going to be part of, it'll probably become part of the desk setup, similar to my worm baby. I forget what I named him. I think I named him John. But similar to the worm baby, this is going to become part of the desk. I also bought some pins from Strike Gently, which I don't know how this will turn out with the camera being where it is, but I got this first one, which is Godzilla. This next one, which is kind of harder to make out, which is the Mothman. And this one, which I really like, is a slice of pizza, but there's like a skull in the cheese. And they were having a sale, buy 3, get 2 random pins free, so these are the 2 random ones I got. Just a hand holding some playing cards, but they're all skulls. And it's got a nice gold trim to it, but the fingernails on the hand are red, which is very nice. And then this one of an angel carrying a scythe, which again is gold, has a nice gold trim to it. But yeah, that's really it for now. I'm gonna try to produce some content that's good, hopefully soon. But I'm not gonna make any promises because I'm the king of making promises and not keeping them. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. This is Biscuit Boo Horror Reviews signing off. Peace.